In the world of medieval warfare and chivalry, a name echoes through the corridors of history with reverence and intrigue. Saladin, born as An-Nasir Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub in the year 1137 in Tikrit, part of modern-day Iraq, Saladin would rise to become one of the most celebrated leaders during the tumultuous times of the Crusades. As the first Sultan of Egypt and Syria and the founder of the Ayyubid dynasty, Saladin's legacy is not merely confined to his military prowess, but also his chivalrous conduct and diplomatic mastery. To understand Saladin, we must first traverse through the political landscape of his era. The Islamic world was fragmented. The Fatimid Caliphate in Egypt was crumbling, and the Seljuk Turks held sway over vast territories but were marred by internal strife. It was during this period of chaos that the Crusades, military campaigns sanctioned by the Latin Church, set forth from Europe, aiming to reclaim Jerusalem and other holy sites from Muslim control. The First Crusade had already established a Christian presence in the Holy Land with the founding of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Against this backdrop of religious fervor and territorial ambitions, Saladin's story unfolds. Saladin's ascent to power began under the tutelage of his uncle Shirkuh, a military commander serving under the Zengid Sultan Nur al-Din. Shirkuh's campaigns in Egypt against the Crusaders set the stage for Saladin's rise. When Shirkuh passed in 1169, Saladin succeeded him as the vizier of Egypt, eventually dismantling the Fatimid Caliphate and aligning the state with the Sunni Abbasid Caliphate, thereby consolidating power in both Egypt and Syria. Saladin's astuteness as a leader lay not only in his consolidation of territories, but his ability to unite the Muslim front, which was vital in countering the Crusader states. A significant chapter in Saladin's life was the Battle of Hattin in 1187, a decisive engagement that marked the zenith of his military career. Here, the Crusader forces, led by King Guy of Lusignan, were outmaneuvered and overwhelmed by Saladin's armies. The battle culminated in what is often described as a masterstroke, the capture of Jerusalem from the Crusaders. This victory did not merely have territorial implications, but resonated across the Islamic world as a beacon of hope and resilience. Saladin's magnanimous treatment of Jerusalem's Christian inhabitants, allowing them to leave peacefully, earned him respect, even amongst his adversaries. Stories of his chivalry and respect for his enemies permeated through time, crafting a narrative that resonates with ideals of honor and justice. However, Saladin's reign was not solely defined by conflict. His governance bore fruits of relative stability and prosperity. He was a patron of architecture and learning, advocating for the construction of schools, libraries, and hospitals. His leadership extended beyond warfare, emphasizing a just and efficient administration that attended to the welfare of his people. Saladin's enigmatic character was complemented by a personal life that reflected humility. He lived a simple life, never amassing personal wealth, a fact that stands stark against the backdrop of power he wielded. The Third Crusade, led by some of the most formidable European monarchs, including King Richard the Lionheart, emerged in response to Saladin's victory at Jerusalem. The ensuing campaigns, marked by battles, treaties, and trades of diplomacy between Richard and Saladin, became legendary. While neither side achieved their ultimate objectives, these interactions further solidified Saladin's standing as both a formidable adversary and a paragon of chivalry. Saladin passed away in 1193 in Damascus, leaving behind a legacy that transcended the chronicles of war. His life presents a tapestry of a leader who harmonized military acumen with principles of benevolence and honor. In an age often characterized by brutality, Saladin's narrative is a testament to the strengths of character and leadership that defy the mere boundaries of conquest. As we reflect on Saladin's life, we see more than a conqueror. We see a unifier, a statesman, and a symbol of the complexities of human history. In the grand theater of the Crusades, an era fraught with conflict and cultural intersections, Saladin emerged as a figure whose legacy continues to inspire discussions on leadership, ethics, and intercultural dialogue. This enduring legacy, woven with threads of valor and integrity, ensures that the name Saladin endures in the annals of history as a beacon of enlightened leadership during one of the most pivotal periods of the medieval world.